नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पर सकुशल होंगे, इसी आशा के साथ हम बात करते हैं अपने नए टॉपिक, दैट इज द टॉपिक मैकेनिज्म ऑफ द फोटोसिंथेसिस। स्पेशली एज वी ऑल known that the rate of the photosynthesis is directly proportional to the intensity of the light. Means, as we can say, the rate increases with the increase in the intensity of the light till the plant achieves its saturation point. Means, generally, if we can talk about this mechanism of photosynthesis, especially the process, this photosynthesis process can take place in the different steps, especially the first step, that is known as the light reactions, right? Means, generally we can say this is also known the photochemical phase. Means, the especially it can be shows the two phases in that particular conditions. If we talk about the light reactions, generally it can be also have the different steps in which especially we can see the absorption of light, splitting of water, release of oxygen, and at the finally it can always help to form the high energy chemical molecules, that is ATP and NADPH. We can say generally during the light reactions, light is trapped by the photosynthetic pigments, as I have already told you in a previous lecture about the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll, and the carotenoids. Those are different pigments which can be also absorb the different wavelength lights. So we can say due to that condition it can be found over there. Evenly we can say when this can be light can be trapped by the different pigments which can be present in the quantasomes of the granathycolides, especially in the chromoplast, or we can say the photosynthetic pigments are organized into two discrete photochemical effects, or we can say photochemical harvesting complexes. Especially we can say that is the photosystem first, PS1, or we can say photosystem second. Especially these are found over there. You can just see in the diagram, especially the photosystems. What about the photosystem? Generally you can must known that the light harvesting complexes of the photosystems are made up by the hundred of the pigment molecules bounded by the protein, and each photosystem has a photocenter or a reaction center where the actual reaction take place in that particular conditions, or we can say the reaction center contain the special chlorophyll A molecule, and it can be fed by the hundred or other pigments which can helpful for, and especially we can known that the these hundred pigments molecules it forms the light harvesting systems, that is called antennae, right, or antenna. We can say these antenna molecules absorb light of the different wavelength but shorter than the reaction center in order to the make photosynthesis more efficient, or we can say the reaction centers, especially the reaction center in the different both of the photosystems, only in PS1 and PS2. Especially we can say in the PS photosynthetic system first, the reaction center is chlorophyll A, that has been peaked to the absorption of the 700 nanometer, known as the P700, or in the other one we can say especially that is the PS second, the reaction center has been absorbed peak at 680 nanometer, hence called P60 680. So these are the different condition where these are the photosystems can be always helpful over there. Especially you can just see these photosystems in that particular condition, as I have told you in this condition. Evenly, if we can talk about the another one, that the process of photosynthesis, as I have already told you, especially the both phases, the one is the photochemical phases and second one is the biostatic phases. We will talk about later in next topic, but before that we have to know how this process can be take place in that particular conditions, that is known as the electron transport. Means how the different electrons can be capable to transport it, and how this can also again balance with the help of some other anions. So we have to know about this specific structure. I think you all know about this one, right? especially about the electrons, chromosomes, and transport system. This one. After that, we all must completely known about this reaction. Especially, we can say that the photosynthetic electron transport chain initiate with the absorption of the light energy by the photosystem second, right? And the the with the light wavelength 680 nanometer. As I have told you, in the photosystem second there is a chlorophyll or absorption of the light peak at least 680 nanometer, or that is also known as P 680. So here the this electron transport chain we started over here. Or we can say the 680 nanometer absorbed by the reaction centers of the photosynthesis second, due to which the pair of electrons becomes excited and jump into a orbit away from the atomic nucleus, and the electron are then picked up by the electron acceptor. Means generally you can just see in, especially in this diagram, this is the light harvesting complex where especially this photosystem second is found over here, that is 680. You must remember, this is the directly you can say this is the PS second, that is 680, right? Where this process will take place, and due to the light energy this electron will started to very excited, and due to which they can jump over there, due to which these electrons can jump from here to here, right? Means due to this the electron can be always jump over there where the electron acceptor are already found there, right? Means we can say especially they can jump from their orbit from their atomic nucleus, and the electron they can be picked up by the electron acceptor, as you can see in this is the electron acceptor over there, right? And these passes then further to electron transport system consisting cytochrome. Means after that these electron can be passes to the cytochrome places in that particular condition. Especially you we have to note it that this movement of the electron is downhill according to the redox potential scale. We can say due to the directly we can say oxidation reduction scales, or the electron of the electron transport chain are not used in a chain, instead they are further passed on the pigment of the photosynthetic PS1. Means photosystem PS1, this is the second PS first, that is 700 nanometer wavelength. Directly we can say this is also known as PS first or PS60, sorry 700, right? So this way this chain can be just transported the electrons to this particular PS first one. Or we can say the like the PS second, the electron in the reaction center again they can get excited receiving the red light. Means especially here they whenever they can be reach the red light on the this reaction center over here, right? And due to that red light that contains the wavelength 700 nanometer get transferred to the another इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्टर विद हायर रिडॉक्स पोटेंशियल. मीन्स इसके बाद भी जब यहाँ पर रेड लाइट पड़ती है 700 नैनोमीटर वाली, तो क्या होता है यहाँ से भी इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या होता है ट्रांसपोर्ट होने लगता है, राइट. और जिसकी वजह से ही हम कह सकते हैं कि जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है it cannot move to the reaction center of the chlorophyll A. Instead, it move to a molecule rich energy, that is NADP ions, or we can say, especially on the addition, we can say the electron NADP get reduces as the NADPH plus ion. Means generally this can be always helpful to reduce from here and from the NADPH over there. So this way directly we can say the total reactions can be take place in that particular condition. Evenly if we can say according to science, especially this is also known as the Z scheme. You can just see in students, you must pay attention. This is especially famous on the basis of Z scheme. Generally while you can say this is the any structure, but while you are just seeing change especially from that particular conditions, this is also a jet structure like found over there when you make it upwards, right. So this way we can say according to, especially in 1960 Bandol and Hill discovered this jet scheme electron transport. it can be series of the reaction that we have transfer initiating from the photosynthesis system second uphill to the acceptor molecule down the electron transport chain to the photosystem first existence of the electrons and their transfer of the another acceptor, then finally downhill, that is NADPH plus, in order to get the reduce of the NADPH and so this way. Especially sometimes people can say, what about the this electron transport conditions, means especially we can say, what over here, this electron transport, right? Especially before that you must know, whenever this electron acceptor can accept it in that particular condition, they can be releases energy, and one ionic phosphate, as you can see over there, it can capable to synthesize the ATP over here. But in the second one, NPS first, that is 17 PS first condition, there is another, this NADPH NADP can be converted into the NADP as energy molecule in that particular condition. So especially these electron systems, especially there are the different substance can be changes, especially in the electron transport system, there is a plastoquinone, cytochrome and the plastocyanin, means especially here they can be found over there. That's why it cannot be too effective to this one, right? So but there is a special questions in front of us, that how the electron, whenever the electron can transfer from here to here, there is a lack of electron over there. So what will happen to that one? How it can be managed? Because if the reaction center there is no electron, how the reaction can be completed? For that you have to also pay attention on the category of the splitting of water, especially as I have already told you in previous lecture, that the oxygen can be evolved or exhaled with the help of photosynthesis by the breaking down of the water, not from the carbon dioxide. Because some people can say, especially the whenever the carbon dioxide can be split it down, the oxygen can be evolved over there. But especially here, the water can be break down, and the two electron from that particular condition, those electron which can be comes out during the splitting of water, they can capable to manage this electron balance in the reaction center. For that you have to also know about the how the splitting of the water will take place in that particular condition. So we have to just take out simple equations over there. Generally as you can see in the diagrams over here, that they can be always explain about the PS1 700, about this one. Then after that how the NADP can change into the NADPH, and after that it can be form the Z schemes, due to which we can be get the surge potential energy. And in the last we can say, especially the reaction about the splitting of water over there, you can see in the your notes. So directly we can say, when the electrons are continuously supplied to the photosystem second, right, by the available electrons which can get replaced due to the splitting of water, as I have already told you. Okay, so in this process, especially the water splits into the protons and electrons. You can just see these are the protons and they are the electrons, right? So when the water can be split into the protons and electrons and oxygen, right? And this is that oxygen which can be just exist during the photosynthesis. So we can say, especially in this condition, the complex for water splitting is the associated with this system, photosystem second, that can located on the inner side of that particular thylakoid membrane. Or we can say magnesium and the chlorine ions also play an important role for the photolysis of the water. Students, you must prepare one thing according to your NEET examination, that during with the help of chlorophyll A, there is a manganese, right? There is a manganese Mg, and there is a magnesium, that is Mn. Okay, this magnesium and the chloride ions can also play a very important role for the splitting of water, due to which we can capable to get the oxygen. Evenly we can say, especially another thing, the electrons which can be obtained by the splitting of waters, they are needed to replace those electrons which can be removed from the photocenters first, or photosystem first and photosystem second. So such a way this water can be split into the photosynthesis. Then we have to talk about a special process, especially which can be seen during the electron transportation mechanism, that is the photophosphorylation. Means, especially we can say it is the process through which the ATP is synthesized from the ADP and inorganic phosphate, that IP, by which can be cell organelles like the mitochondria and the chloroplast, they can be arranged. Or we can say when it occurs, the presence of the sunlight in the chloroplast, it is called photophosphorylation. Means generally when we can say, especially the mitochondria chloroplast can done the such type of process, but whenever this process can be take place in the presence of light during the photosynthesis, that is known as, it is called the photophosphorylation. Means especially because the addition of the inorganic phosphate. Or we can say this phosphorylation in the mitochondria especially is not light dependent. As I have told you that this process or conversion of the ADP into the ATP, whenever it can take place in the mitochondria, there is no need of the light in that particular. But especially we can say it is uses the energy by the oxidation of the nutrients to produce ATP, and hence it is called the oxidative phosphorylation. Or we can say generally this phosphorylation is the two types of the processes, that is non-cyclic photophosphorylation and the cyclic photophosphorylation. Especially if we talk about the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, is a type of photophosphorylation in which we can say especially both photosystem first and photosystem second are cooperated to each other. Means in the light arrival synthesis of the ATP, especially whenever the both during the photosynthesis first and photosystem second, when there is a light can be needed for over there photosynthesis of the ATP, right? During this cyclic of the electron released from the photosystem second does not return back into the, hence if we can say there is a known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. But both NADPH and ATP are the formed during this reaction are used in the light independent reaction are called the reducing power in that particular condition. You can just see especially in this reactions, especially you can see in this diagram, this is known here, you can just understand this is known as the non cyclic conditions especially, right? Or you can say directly here during the photo conditions or where the photosecond does not return, generally in the, if we talk about the in that particular conditions, this is the PS second. So you can just see there is the electron which can be transferred from here, it can be excited over, but it is not cycling directly come from here to here or from here to here. So this is known as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Or on the other hand, if we talk about the cyclic photophosphorylation, that can be we can say it is generally take part in the PS1. As you know, this is the reaction of the PS1, means this is the photosynthesis system second, PS second, right? So that cyclic photophosphorylation can be take place in such condition in that particular places. Or we can say that it can take part and electron release from the reaction center, that is P700, which can be returned back to the after passing through the series of the carrier and circulation take within the photo system, and the phosphorylation occur due to the cyclic flow of the electron. Or we can say the cyclic phosphorylation take place in the stromal lamina, right, of the chloroplast, which can be happen because of the stromal lamina does not possess enzyme, that is NADP, which can be reductase, right, for the reducing of the NADP ions to be NADPH, as we can see during the photosystem second. Thus the excited electron in the cyclic photophosphorylation does not pass on the NADP ion, instead it gets cycled back to the PS first complexes over there. So we can say such structures can be especially seen in that particular conditions over there. So we can directly say in the cyclic photophosphorylation only the synthesis of ATP take place. Means directly we can say during this photophosphorilation only ATP can be found over there. So we must just completed this topic. In the next we can talk about the cameo chemiosmotic hypothesis, especially in that in coming topics. So instead of that we have just completed this, so please complete your notes up to here. Thank you. Let's start to next, that is the part of this photosynthesis, especially chemiosmotic hypothesis. We can say that this